Hey, what's up, my little Tattle Tells? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Tory Lanez and Kelsey, baby, things look like they're about to go from bad to worse. Now, we already know the leprechaun king, known as Tory Lanez, is sitting under the jail, waiting for his sentencing. But you know what I have to say? The North remembers, which means the district attorney remembers. What am I talking about? Yo, it looks like witness tampering charges, witness bribery charges and all that still may be brought up. If you don't remember in court, right? The DA, after the foolishness between Tory and Kelsey and all that stuff, we're going to get into it in a second, literally tried to put on witness bribery, witness tampering on the charges on Tory Lanez. The judge said that's not fair to bring them up in this case, but the one thing a lot of people miss, you can bring it up in another case, and it looks like the DA is bringing it up. Why should Kelsey be worried? Because we all remember the way Kelsey got on the stage and in the witness stand and tried to act like she couldn't even remember her name, and then said, sorry, I got baby brain, prenatal depression, even though her child is about to enter college. Okay, the baby's not that old, but it's been 2 years since you had the baby. Kelsey, stop playing. Let's get into this, and I'm going to break things down. If you don't know why this is coming up and you are still confused by the evidence, please go check out Nick at Night's channel. She got all the documents, all the tapes concerning Kelsey's full 80-minute phone call, the full evidence, the court transcript. And when you see all that into entirety, she did an excellent job breaking it down. You realize why, if you didn't understand before, why Tory was found guilty. But let's get into this. Let's also not forget, Justin disappeared. The driver disappeared. Quan or whatever, the driver disappeared. Justin disappeared. Everybody that was supposed to testify on Tory's behalf was somehow MIA. Now, let me just say this, and I said this when this was going forward. I can't say I always knew Meg was going to win. For a second, I thought their antics might have worked, but I had always hoped Meg would win. And after her opening argument, I realized Meg's probably going to win. But here's the interesting thing that everybody keeps forgetting. Do you know that the rule of law in America is something that must abide? Do you know that if anybody thought that they could go in and play those reindeer games that Kelsey, Tory, and that whole crew played? I don't remember. Did I say that? I don't know. You've been subpoenaed. Yeah, well, I'm working overseas in Dubai, or not Dubai, but in Qatar for the World Cup. If you think that that would actually fly, you are sorely mistaken. They are not, if this is what they were doing, they are not the first people to try to play those dumb games. And the thing is, whenever that happens, prosecutors make an example out of you. Why? Because they can't have people going around acting stupid, doing dumb things. Because then everybody thinks that they can't show up. Everybody thinks they can make a mockery out of the justice system. Let's not forget, Justin tried to say, I'm in Qatar, I don't know what it is. They literally issued a body attachment bench warrant out for Justin, and they kicked in his dad's house, the SWAT team, and arrested him in front of his 8-year-old daughter. Now, I'm not saying that was right and that they should have traumatized that little girl. I'm saying that, don't you understand that that the courts are not to be played with? At least not like that, right? Whoever was involved in Tory's sentencing, y'all, they need, speaking of which, Tory's lawyer, right? Tory Lanez has reportedly replaced his lawyer with Suge Knight's former attorney. So Tory got the message saying your lawyers are trash, right? They look like that they looked at the same law firm that Olga worked for, right? From Tasha K's case. I still say Olga lost that trial, not Tasha K. However, Tory Lanez has reportedly replaced his lawyer with Suge Knight's former attorney, to which I say, didn't Suge Knight go to jail for life? Did not Suge Knight go to jail for life? And now you're using his lawyer? All right, listen, Tory would have better off been getting Drewski in on this. Drewski would have been a better lawyer at this point. But let's get into this, right? They're saying a new court date has been added ahead of Tory Lanez sentencing. They said the new court date has been added ahead of his sentencing. The new court date is set for Tuesday, January 10th. You know I'm going to cover it. Probably Nick at Night's going to be in court too. You know she ain't letting this go. All the coverage she's been doing, baby. She better be in that courtroom. They say the court code was listed as a 132, which speaks to falsified or altered evidence or witness testimony. Remember when I did a story about that, basically Tory witness tampering, jury tampering, all this stuff? It looks like the DA thinks that there's something to it too. Now, listen, somebody made a joke that Tory's about to tell who the real shooter is. He better stand up and say, "It was me." Anyway, they say that Penal Code 132 regards false evidence and witness tampering. Kelsey, 132 is also Judge Hereford's court department number. LA Superior Court actively hides court documents from the public, so it's really impossible to find out what exactly is going on just based off the court record. However, most people are reporting to witness testimony. If you guys think that Kelsey got on that stand, forgot her whole name, she literally, this was live footage of Kelsey coming in, acting like she's Helen Keller. Huh? What? God, is that you? Where? Right? The judge says, "Miss, sit down. Lord, please take me home." Right? Kelsey was putting on all these shows and antics. They were like, "What?" I'm surprised Kelsey said that she knew what her name was. Kelsey tried to act like, "I don't know." What? I don't know. It's fuzzy. Do you remember seeing a gun? It's fuzzy. Do you remember hearing gunshots? I don't know. Do you remember learning this? The only thing she knew was telling the lawyer to read her rap lyrics over and over, right? And also anything that Megan did. Kelsey couldn't remember that Tory was even with them that night. Leave it to her. But then she remembered, yeah, so then Megan was so stupid. She went into the kitchen and was like, "I'm gonna cook for y'all. I'm gonna make nachos." And everybody's like, "We don't want your nachos, Megan." That's the only thing Kelsey remembered. I'm telling you, those antics are not going down well. Kelsey should be worried about perjury charges. She honestly should have. And for those of y'all saying, "No, it can't be perjury because she made it in a taped interview," right? With investigators, that does count for perjury. If you say something to investigators and they use that to base it off their case, and then they go into court and you're like, "Oh, that never happened. I lied. I misspoke." That is perjury right there. You guys, whatever's going good, whatever is going, I think we can agree this is not good for Tory Lanez. This fool has hired Suge Knight, former attorney. All I'm saying is get ready for the theatrics. You know Nick and Knight is going to cover it. And you know his daddy going to be standing outside of court talking about fire, brimstone, Jay-Z. Ain't nobody safe. This time he might actually say Dame Dash did him in. He might actually say that. Again, why is he hiring Suge Knight's former attorney? It's not for the criminal. I've been saying this for a while, and it looks like it's happening. I am 100% certain that after sentencing, Megan Thee Stallion, along with her attorney, Alex Sparrow, is going to go for the jugular and hit Tory's money up. I hope. Listen, they're going for civil damages. They're going to make sure that any penny that Tory makes for the next 1 billion years is going to go in Meg's pocket. And since he's been found guilty in criminal court, and let's not forget the only time that he can overturn in the appeal is if they find out that some evidence was messed up, right? Completely lied, but it's not enough that evidence was wrong. It needed it to be wrong, and it would have had to substantially change the course of the case. So somebody coming in and saying, "Hi, my name's Harry," right? And testifying they saw Tory shoot. And then coming back and being like, "They lied, their name is Sally." It's not enough that they lied. It had to substantially change the course of the case if the truth would have been known. Either that or there had to be some type of judicial error. Y'all, listen, more stuff is going to be coming out on Tuesday. This is not over. Tory, if they can prove this, they're going to add more years to a sentencing. If I was Kelsey, I would be so worried and so upset because, baby, same with Justin, him not showing up. Now, we don't know what the court documents are for, but again, the court never looks at it kindly when you play these type of games, and trust and believe they are not the first people, not the first, not the smartest, and not the last to think that the courts are for play. Anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments. We're going to keep an eye on this, but get ready for Tuesday because, baby, it ain't over. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later.